Cutting scale, guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, we're back with the chonker of a Twab, boys. I know it's been pretty much a week, but there's so much content in this Twab. And what we're looking at today is gonna be, I'd say, a decent topic, especially for me, because I love these archetype of weapons. And it's gonna be about trace rifles. So if you haven't noticed, trace rifles aren't exactly meta. They got scavenger mods recently, I think like 2 seasons ago, and they sometimes are used, but a lot of people won't use them, obviously because shotguns and everything are nutty. But with that big chonker of a Twab that we did get, there is going to be a plethora of changes happening to all the different trace rifles. Base wise though, you'll see on the screen what I'm kind of getting at. They obviously, because special ammo bricks are getting nerfed, these kind of have to get changed a little bit. So you'll see that the increased ammo you get by picking up a special ammo brick will go from 18 to 30. So basically what it's like if you get like a scavenger mod basically going with it. Because if it wasn't, it would be hell to use in PvP. And also in PvE, because you really run out of ammo so fast with these. Like, these things have such a high RPM. And they will be getting a 20% damage buff actually against combatants. So this is for PvE. Against combatants in PvE that are non-red bars. So you think of like majors, even minor yellow bars. They're going to do, the trace rifle is going to do 20% increased damage in them. And honestly, with some of the perks, that's actually really sweet, especially if they start giving us some like disruption mods and everything. That would be super dope. It really should, because divinity with disruption is one of the best weapons to use in GMs. So I'm hoping that the wavesplitter, obviously Prometheus and the cold heart get the same sort of treatment as well. But trace rifles, they're getting buffed in like a lot. Kind of nerfed in terms of special ammo economy, but overall these things are all getting looked at. And the one we're going to use today is going to be the wavesplitter trace rifle, because right now this is probably the best trace rifle in the game. For PvP, don't get me wrong, I know divinity's god tier, but for PvP, wavesplitter will be definitely my favorite. I think this thing absolutely claps cheeks, and it's going to be getting even better, because you'll see on the screen, power level no longer cycles randomly. Default damage is going to be the middle tier of obviously the wavesplitter. So if you don't know, there is 3 tiers. Max is obviously 3rd tier, 1st tier is kind of low, and the middle tier does decent damage. Now it's not going to oscillate when you have the trigger held down, it's just going to beam at mid tier, which honestly is going to be really sweet. You will be getting 10 seconds at that tier 3. So tier 1 is basically just disappearing, but tier 3 will be granted for 1 or pickup for 10 seconds, and it will also start to suppress people. Now, I haven't got to confirm that this is going to affect PvP. If this thing starts suppressing a PvP though, that would be freaking ridiculous. Imagine getting into a fight, just pick up 1 orb, and you've got 10 to 20 seconds to just beam someone and suppress them. Oh my god, it would be so good. They literally can't jump, they have to challenge you. So good, that thing, if it is going to affect PvP. But PvE as well, it's obviously going to be god tier too. So random pickup of an orb, get a double kill with this trace rifle, pick up an orb with the obviously your mods, and then all of a sudden you're blasting things at max damage and also suppressing. I mean, this thing is going to be freaking sweet next season PvE. But PvP, as I said, this was one of the best trace rifles, and with the changes that are coming, we're going to see if it is going to make much of a difference, especially because, as I said, this is random, the harmonic laser. It just randomly oscillates between the 3 tiers, but next season it's going to stick at that mid tier, which honestly I think is going to be so dope. But yeah, we're going to try out the wavesplitter in some PvP, just have some fun with it. So without further ado, let's go into PvP with the wavesplitter trace rifle. Alrighty, so we're going to be on the Exodus Blue, of course, with our wavesplitter, and this is going to actually be pretty sweet. As I said, the trace rifles are honestly really sweet, especially since they got all those things changed. And of course, some guys using Geminis, why not? But since they got all the weapons changed in terms of how they work and obviously ammo economy and stuff, these can actually do really sweet. It is just obviously kind of based on if you can land your shots. It's like a really glorified, oh, auto rifle. And yo, bro, can you just not please? There we go. But yeah, it's like a weird ass sort of auto rifle. That's the best way of looking at it. With the ammo scavenger mods that came in though, it can drop people super duper fast if you hit your shots. And oh, there we go. And that's what I mean. Look how sweet it is. Especially when you get this going with the 3 different waves. It can honestly just destroy people. But of course, that is going to be changing next season, that it won't oscillate anymore. So you're going to have to kind of hit your shots a lot more. Oh my god. What the? Do I suck? Do I just suck on the... am I just so bad at this game I can't hit a hand cannon shot? Oh, wait, apparently I can't. Oh, we got the ammo. And there you see I picked up like 65. Obviously, next season, that won't happen. I will be picking up... Okay, this guy's going for heavy. No, you son of a gun! No, he's a one-shot! But of course, I will only be picking up 30 maximum, obviously, of course, next season. Which is still more than a singular brick will pick up from if I didn't have scavenger mods on now. But it's still not going to be up to what it was. And is that a bad thing? I will definitely say it is, because you can see... It doesn't really give you much, honestly. Freaking... Oh. give me the heals. Thank you. But yeah, I will say that the thing is that it doesn't really give you much in terms of how wave spitters work and stuff. Or just auto trace rifles in general. These are, as I said, like really weird sort of auto rifles. So you spend a lot of bullets just hitting people. Like they don't have a quick time to kill. So nerfing the ammo economy on these, yeah, it might make them pretty much non-usable. Because if you're gonna use a special, then you'll be like, oh, I'll just use a freaking auto rifle. Which is kind of weird considering that these are just highly underutilized already anyway. So I would have rather that Bungie kind of gave a little bit more, but we don't know what the damage is going to be like on these either because, as I said, we'll be getting that middle sort of kind of wave, which honestly drops people. And it might get that 20% bonus damage just for general, non-red bar combatants or whatever it was. Now, bro, come here. Give me the heal. Thank you. And we out. But yeah, you can see that the wave spitter honestly can drop. And this thing is so stable as well. So when it comes to PC, this thing can honestly just start to drop. Or when it comes to PS4 and stuff, this can honestly start to drop people because the freaking stability on this is near the max. Honestly, 96 stability or something. So it can drop people. And there's so many weak in there. But when you're dropping the rest of them, if they actually just kept these kind of up for a little bit, they'd honestly be so much better because I think it would give people a reason to use them now. I'm getting rushed by guys at freaking thingamajigs. Oh, we beam him, boys. Don't worry, beam his ass. As I said, though, this is going to become a lot more consistent with the whole middle kind of, I don't know, hold down trigger and getting the middle thing going. It will be a lot more consistent, and he actually went for the kill. I appreciate the kahunas in that guy. And what? Man just hits freaking shots with this sniper. But yeah, the middle oscillation being the primary thing, that's going to be really sweet. And if I go down here and get this orb, do I pick up orbs unless I have a super? Wait, there's no orb down here. Boys, no freaking orbs from what? You know what's good. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so freaking dead. No! Oh, I would have been so pissed. We get this guy. Oh. Do we get another? Yes, we do. We got like 4 or something like that. But yeah, definitely when it comes down to it in terms of next season and everything, this one, as I said, it's going to be so freaking sweet for PvP. But ammo is definitely one thing I'm sort of worried about because I think that it took so long for us to kind of get the ammo to go in. Of course, he just solo supers me, Evan. Thank you for just going for the juicy booty. But it took us so long to get scavenger mods on these. We've only had them for like 2 seasons, and now they're taking them away and just making the ammo brick. I know it's 30, which isn't that bad. It's like a kill, but it's definitely going to affect how these are used because, as I said, you can see they're very spammable. Now this guy's a shotgun. He's gonna run my ass. Oh, broski, and I died to a torrent. It is definitely a shame that we finally got scavenger mods for trace rifles, and now they're taking them away, and also they're increasing the special, but like I think it needs a little bit more. 45 honestly would have been super sweet, or 40. But I will say this trace rifle, the wave spitter especially, this thing's gonna be disgusting next season. I think it's gonna be, I wouldn't say a meta special. People are still gonna use shotguns, but it's gonna be a decent one to use. 27 opponents defeated, 2.45. Pretty fast game, but alrighty, so we're gonna do another game, this time on Midtown. Of course, again with wave spitter, because it is a ton of fun, and I want to try getting an orb so I can go to max power, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. But as I said, next season, this should actually be really clean. I think it's gonna be way more consistent doing a double kind of damage. It's only like 18 right now, but doing that damage consistently, honestly, is gonna be super sweet. And that is, oh, it is 2. Bro, there's another dude here. Thank you for the assist. What the hell was that play by whoever had that glaive? But yeah, you can see that if you are accurate with these, they can be a ton of fun. But definitely I will say that ammo economy is one of the things that will be, I would say, suck. But you can see it takes about 20 to kill, and that's like being fully accurate. So you can already think that if you're not really accurate with this, you're going to waste so much ammo, and you're going to lose a lot of ammo in the process. But these will be really good if you want to like just finish people off real fast and everything. Be sweet for that, and I will say do not go range with these. These are not ranged weapons, okay? Oh, guy with his glaive again. This guy just loves just running at us, and then there's always a second dude who's a stairway. Am I playing as Evan again? Oh, he was with me last round. Wait, I don't know. Evans is back, guys. He's back and he's ready to just ruin all my fun. But yeah, I will say that it's definitely a sweet ass weapon. I just think that when it comes down to trace rifles, I think the nerfing or the freaking change of the special is going to make them way less viable in PvP because they're already not the greatest weapons. Like, you can kind of pre-fire with them. A lot of them are kind of the hold down trigger. Like the freaking Prometheus, obviously the wave spitter. A lot of them are to do with holding down the trigger to shoot and everything. So it is kind of weird how, oh my god, okay, this guy's like, I don't know, lagging or something. But it's kind of weird how we're getting punished for doing that by having like no ammo, which honestly, it just needs like, just even give it 40 per ammo brick. I think that would be better. All right, dude here with a Jade Robert will kill his ass. There we go. He's actually after smoking me. Bro, leave me alone, man. I'm in a rifty boy. You have no chance. This is the range you can kind of go for, by the way. Obviously, it's not really going to work. As I said, don't really go for range. They're not great on ranged maps, so I wouldn't really use it for range because it does increase that time to kill by quite a lot. It's basically, as I said, this is a glorified auto rifle. But as I said, this is mainly on PC where I'm kind of like showing this and everything. When you're on something else, that guy had a bubble. But when you're using it on like a console and everything where things are a lot more recoily and things do bounce a lot more, these are a dream because these are so reliable for just aiming. These just beam. It's literally a laser beam. So when you're on console and everything, this guy actually popped a bubble. Really, bro? Right in your spawn, you're going to pop that bubble like that. But when it comes to console, these are just really, really good for consistency's sake. And we're getting rid of this stupid wall, bro. Where's your wall? That's all because I have the ammo, though, that I can do that. It's a special weapon, so it has good damage. All right, boys. We are kind of getting stomped here. Do not let the cap C flag. We're going, boys. We're going. Oh, get him off the flag, bro. You're going for the solo killing spawn. Really? Oh, bro, get your ass back here. Bro, where are you going? Where are you going, Chief? Where are you going, little kid? You trying to run away from my Dawnblade supremacy? Oh, we lost the C flag, though. That ain't bueno at all. But I will say that it's definitely, as I said, it's a fun weapon to kind of go in with. It's not exactly the meta defining right now because obviously shotguns and everything are just so good. But I definitely will say that they can drop pretty fast. You hit your dome skis, they are great. It's just really, it is going to be down to that economy. But overall, wavesplitter is a ton of fun. Prometheus can be fun as well. Do you remember laser tag, boys? Do you remember how fun that damn time was? Well, right engagement, boys, in the right time, and you get the freest kill of your life. And as I said, it's just basically like a better auto rifle. That's the best way of looking at it, bro. Stop just shotgun aping. You know, I've got a trace rifle to deal with your ass. All right, that's probably going to be it for the game, considering we kind of got destroyed. I mean, this guy with Jade Rabbit is camping our spawn at this stage, and look at that damage. What? I didn't even get a dome with that dude? Oh, we got him there, though. Screw you, bro, trying to kill my teammate. But I will say that definitely, speaking, the wavesplitter, I think it actually is really, really sweet. I think it can drop real fast, but it is just the ammo economy is kind of going to kill it next season. I don't know if it's going to be a good change. But when it comes to damage and how they're changing the weapon overall, it's going to be huge for this weapon PvP-wise. I know the trace rifle, like, 26 opponents feet actually 2.17. I know the wavesplitter and obviously the cold heart and stuff are changing too. But honestly, this one is definitely going to see the biggest increase for PvP, just for consistency's sake. Well, that is it for me and the wavesplitter trace rifle, and kind of like a PSA on what's actually going to be happening to trace rifles next season, apart from divinity as well. I know I didn't really go into PvE much with this, but PvE, these things are getting those big changes. They're going to be so much better. But you can see why they're not really used, because the damage is going to be lower, and obviously you go to special weapons and stuff, ammo economy as well. You're not exactly going to use these unless you're trying to deal with shields, and if you're trying to deal with shields, there's other options. Divinity is always going to take it as well, because yeah, Divinity just being a PvE like masterclass, I don't have it on, but being a PvE masterclass with the critical disruption too, it's just a god tier sort of weapon. I know it's a raid weapon too, but it's just god tier when it comes to PvE. So the fact that they're actually looking at the other trace rifles to kind of bump them up, and I do hope that these do get all disruption break. I hope this one gets disruption or something. Even like give, I don't know, Prometheus lens, like freaking, I don't know, armor piercing or something. Give one of them unstoppable. I would love if these all had inherently built-in mods. It would make them really cool. Overall, you can be excited for trace rifles too. I think they're both going to go in super well next season. As I said, with the changes to ammo economy, it might not be as big a deal, but definitely a lot more relevant considering shotguns are going to get and snipers. They're going to be very rarely used, I'd say, because obviously, yeah, freaking no ammo in the game. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like, and you want to see more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.